So I brought a book with me today that's titled Opening Minds, Using Language to Change Lives. Yeah, so I encountered this book during one of the professional development courses I did, and I think it talks about the power of language and how it can affect students' learning, not just in an academic sense, but also their social and emotional development. So one of the reasons why I think it has inspired me is because it made me realize that the words we use to interact with students is just as important as teaching them to use language in the way that they usually do to communicate meaning. When I first read it, it kind of blew my mind a little bit with the kind of concepts introduced, and though I have not returned to it for a while, but when I was asked what inspired my teaching, this clearly came to mind, also because of its title, because I think that's one of the things I hope to do in the classroom, which is to allow students' minds to be open to whatever it is that they may encounter. Okay, one of the ways in which I inspire my students, I think it's by trying to create lessons that engage them, that employ authentic contexts of learning. And I think that's important because student engagement is highly critical, and we don't want to just be delivering things that seem very dry and boring. So I make a conscious effort to plan things that hopefully will catch their attention. What makes teaching English worthwhile, I think it's seeing students being able to use language, to enjoy the use of language in the classroom, to be able to use it effectively to communicate meaning. And I think even though some people think that, I don't have a high language proficiency, right? And I will not be able to use it well, or I have grammatical errors in my work. But I think what makes it worthwhile is when you see them actually being unafraid to play with language, to explore its meaning.